Looking at that almanac for your Thursday, we're still dealing with above average temperatures, but they have been falling from what we saw earlier in the week. We only topped out at 33 degrees, but we're still dealing with well above average numbers for your morning lows, though, at 26 degrees, but nowhere near the records of 49 or negative 28. And the good news is we're already approaching almost 11 hours of daylight, and those days are going to continue to get longer as we approach spring and eventually summer. But we are in the month of February, and temperatures continue to be cold, at least at certain points throughout the month. And because of the fact that we saw a cold front earlier this week, those winds have been coming mostly out of the north. And today, with the snow, it just really did not get above freezing. Coldest day in a while. 25 degrees in Marquette and Iron Mountain, 28 in Munising, 31 in Escanaba, 21 in Houghton. You can see almost a good 40-degree drop from what we were seeing just this previous weekend. So a far cry is one weekend to the other. That northerly flow has really been strong the last couple of days, but today's really been blowing really hard, especially off Lake Superior. Sustained winds between 15 and 20 miles per hour. A little bit lighter as you make your way towards the south at 12 in Escanaba. So that blowing snow will be the main concern for tonight and going through the first two-thirds of the day of your Saturday, so really reducing that visibility. So make sure to try to stay indoors as much as you can. If you really need to go out, try to maybe hold it off till late tomorrow afternoon or into tomorrow evening before we deal with a quick-moving clipper that could bring a couple of snow showers on your Sunday. And then the real storm to look at will be the one on Tuesday, because that one, right now, the precipitation is still a major toss-up between rain or snow. But we are also dealing with these advisories. In the white winter weather advisories, in the blue winter storm warnings, both of these expire at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. But under those warnings, we could expect heavier accumulations throughout the UP. Accumulations, especially towards the west, could be up to 12 inches once it's all said and done tomorrow, with some isolated areas up to 16 inches. Further towards the east, between 4 to 6 inches. Gusts, though, could be up to 35 miles per hour, and that's really going to be reducing if you are going to be traveling with that visibility. The only real bright side when it comes to this actual system we're dealing with is that at least in the UP, it's mostly snow. Further towards the south, in the lower Michigan, especially in northern lower Michigan, we're dealing with rain-snow mix. And down into Detroit, actually, we're actually dealing with some strong thunderstorms. So it's very interesting how in one state we can actually see a 50-degree difference in temperature, and how really we could see a little bit of everything. Low pressure by tomorrow will be already situated in Canada, but the cold front will already extend its way into parts of the deep south. Thunderstorms are possible from Quebec all the way down into the Carolinas and even as far south as into Florida. Looking for us, though, the snow showers will still linger as we're going to be on the backside of this disturbance, but also some of that lake effect as well will begin to trigger more snowflakes before it completely tapers off by Saturday night. But it will be downright chilly because those winds will be howling still on your Saturday, so make sure to bundle up with those layers. You can see how quickly that snow is departing as we go into your Saturday, and then the clouds break out for a while before we see a little more clouds coming in on Sunday. But on Sunday, we'll see some light accumulations, nothing like we saw for today or even early tomorrow. And then Monday, we'll have once again partly sunny skies. So we are going to start seeing a little bit of a break for the next couple of days, but we just got to get through the next 24 hours before we see at least some moonlight and even some sunshine. 19 degrees, gusts up to 35 miles per hour, sustained winds out of the north at 25, and we're going to continue with that northwesterly flow up to 30 miles per hour sustained. So wind chills are going to be hovering in those single digits. And then on your Sunday, in just a moment, we'll break that a little more closely. Sunrise occurs at 7:36 a.m. And you can see temperatures are really going to hover in those low 20s, upper teens all day long, with wind chills even going negatives at night. And then on Sunday, we'll just have mostly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of snow as that quick-moving disturbance pushes its way through. And then it gets just a little bit bumpy as we get through the middle of next week.